Mary, did you find the ice cream you were looking for, or should we drive to a different mall?
Yes, Mom, I did. In fact, I found a different one that I also love.
Wow, I am happy for you. I am guessing you are going to help us cook Christmas lunch today just for an experience. Wink wink. Well, if that means I get a head start with the dessert, then yes please. We shall see about that, ma'am. If the work is done, you will get a reward. Please take the remote in my bag and open the gate. Yummy, what are you eating? It looks delicious. Please help me pack these when you are done. Bye.
Wow, this girl. Well, let me go help them get more of the grocery so that Mom can start preparing for our Christmas lunch. Hey Mom, are you guys done with grocery?
Yeah, we are almost done. Your father helped us carry the rest of it, but he left it by the passage to go and change. I told him I have two strong, beautiful children to help with that.
Really, Mom? Okay, I hope this handsome son got something delicious from the shops. I sincerely asked for my favorite chocolate bar for dessert.
Whoa, of course that is true. You will have it, but first of all bring the grocery here so I can start cooking.
Thanks, Mom. I will do that now. Hey son. How far with the food? Hey Dad. Well, Mom just started cooking right now. I was helping her and Mary to pack up the grocery. That means you and I can bond over Noah's Ark. Okay, I am amazed by the new you. If it is about God's word, you have my time, son. Okay, I would like to check what you know. Tell me about Noah's Ark. Where did you read this story? It's in the book of Genesis chapters 6 to 10. I know that Noah was righteous in a place where a lot of people were unrighteous, and therefore for God to wipe everyone out with a flood, Noah would have to build an ark where he would stay with his family and the animals he took as instructed by God. Yes, son. After Cain killed Abel, Adam and Eve had another son named Seth. Through Seth's lineage, many generations later, Noah was born. By the time Noah was alive, the world had become very wicked and full of violence. Why was the world so wicked? People had turned away from God and were living sinful lives. God saw that the hearts of people were only evil all the time, and he was grieved. He decided to send a great flood to cleanse the earth of its wickedness. God saw that Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and he chose Noah to build an ark to save his family and two of every kind of animal. God gave Noah specific instructions on how to build the ark. That must have been a huge ark. Yes, it was. When the ark was finished, God told Noah to bring his family and the animals into the ark. Then, God shut the door, and the rain began to fall. Genesis 7 verse 6 to 9. Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters came upon the earth. And Noah and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives with him went into the ark to escape the waters of the flood. Of clean animals, and of animals that are not clean, and of birds, and of everything that creeps on the ground, 2 and 2, male and female, went into the ark with Noah, as God had commanded Noah. Genesis 7 verse 10 to 14, and after 7 days the waters of the flood came upon the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, on the 17th day of the month, on that day all the fountains of the great deep burst forth, and the windows of the heavens were opened. And rain fell upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. On the very same day Noah and his sons, Shem and Ham and Japheth, and Noah's wife and 3 wives of his sons with them entered the ark, they and every beast, according to its kind, and all the livestock according to their kinds, and every creeping thing that creeps on the earth, according to its kind, and every bird, according to its kind, every winged creature. Genesis 7 verse 15 to 19, they went into the ark with Noah, 2 and 2 of all flesh in which there was the breath of life. And those that entered, male and female of all flesh, went in as God had commanded him. And the Lord shut him in. The flood continued 40 days on the earth. The waters increased and bore up the ark, and it rose high above the earth. The waters prevailed and increased greatly on the earth, and the ark floated on the face of the waters. And the waters prevailed so mightily on the earth that all the high mountains under the whole heaven were covered. Genesis chapter 7 verse 20 to 24, the waters prevailed above the mountains, covering them 15 cubits deep. And all flesh died that moved on the earth, birds, livestock, beasts, all swarming creatures that swarm on the earth, and all mankind. Everything on the dry land. He blotted out every living thing that was on the face of the ground, man and animals and creeping things and birds of the heavens. They were blotted out from the earth. Only Noah was left, and those who were with him in the ark. And the waters prevailed on the earth 150 days. What happened after the rain stopped? Genesis chapter 8 verse 1 to 4. But God remembered Noah and all the beasts and all the livestock that were with him in the ark. And God made the wind blow over the earth, and the waters subsided. The fountains of the deep and the windows of the heavens were closed. The rain from the heavens was restrained, and the waters receded from the earth continually. At the end of 150 days the waters had abated, and in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Wow! Noah then sent out a raven and then a dove to see if the waters had dried up. When the dove returned with an olive leaf, Noah knew that the earth was becoming dry. Did they leave the ark then? Not immediately. They waited until God told them it was safe to leave the ark. Genesis chapter 8 verse 15 to 17 says, Then God said to Noah, Go out from the ark, you and your wife, and your sons' wives with you. Bring out with you every living thing that is with you of all flesh, birds and animals and every creeping thing that creeps on the earth, that they may swarm on the earth, and be fruitful and multiply on the earth. When they finally came out, Noah built an altar and offered sacrifices to God and thanksgiving. Genesis chapter 8 verse 21 to 22, And when the Lord smelled the pleasing aroma, the Lord said in his heart, I will never again curse the ground because of man, for the intention of man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I ever again strike down every living creature as I have done. While the earth remains, seedtime and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night, shall not cease. God also made a covenant with Noah, promising never to destroy the earth with a flood again. He set a rainbow in the sky as a sign of this promise. That's true, son. Genesis chapter 9 verse 13 to 17, I have set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. When I bring clouds over the earth, and the rainbow is seen in the clouds, I will remember my covenant that is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. And the waters shall never again become a flood to destroy all flesh. When the bow is in the clouds, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of flesh that is on the earth. God said to Noah, This is the sign of the covenant that I have established between me and all flesh that is on the earth. I love rainbows. They remind me of God's promise. So all the other nations after the flood were descendants of Noah, right? Exactly, Isaiah. The story of Noah's Ark teaches us about God's judgment and mercy. It reminds us to live righteously and trust in God's promises. And yes, Genesis chapter 10 shows how nations descended from Noah. Genesis chapter 10 verse 32, These are the clans of the sons of Noah, according to their genealogies, in their nations, and from these the nations spread abroad on the earth after the flood. Thank you, Dad. I love these Bible stories.